My friends, helplessly we have watched as our homeland, Lydaria, breaks and crumbles, its coasts claimed by dark waters, our homes gone, our families fractured, the legacy of our ancestors engulfed by the cataclysm. When I left Lydaria shores to find land all those months ago, some of our best ships and greatest warriors followed me across the endless seas. Some claimed we deserted our people. You believed we sailed to our doom. Many times did we despair. For weeks on end we saw nothing but water and sky. Waves and worse sought to break us. We released ravens into the clouds over and over again. Always they returned to the ship. Until one day, they didn't. On the horizon, there we saw it. A new land, Ravendawn. Here there is promise. Green fields far as the eye can see, waiting to be tilled. Forests thick with lumber. The waters rich with fish. Even the caves sparkle with wealth. I know I cannot give back all that you have lost, but I can offer what the gods robbed from us in Lydaria. A future. I will not lie to you. The voyage to Ravendawn is perilous. Many will perish. And those who survive will only find more danger. Ancient ruins filled with traps and deadly magics. Forgotten evils lurking in the darkest corners of the land. But I ask, what is left of Lydaria? Its great cities lie in rubble, while robber knights and warlords slay each other over the remains. Will you simply survive? Barely scraping by until your home too is claimed by the depths? That is no life. Brave the endless seas and forge your legacy. Live as a knight, earn like a merchant, or steal like an outlaw. In Lydaria, that choice was taken from you. In Ravendawn, you decide.
Who's there? Oh, it's just you, youngster. I'd offer you lunch, but I don't think this mouse is fat enough to fill both our bellies. Off to Ravendawn, eh? The promised land. Good for you. Had a feeling this day would come, sooner or later. You still have a life ahead of you. It'd be a shame to watch it sink along with this broken village. I'm afraid Ravendawn isn't for me, youngster. I'm just a shell of the man I once was. Just catching this mouse took all my strength. Say I survive the long voyage. What's waiting there for someone like me? An old and frail man? No. I'd rather live out the rest of my days inside my own home, the only one I've ever known. Don't get cold feet, youngster. Not now. Trust me, if I were your age, I'd be on the next boat to Ravendawn without a second thought. Your
Fish are like the fruit of the sea. Depending on where you cast, you might catch something different. Me, I'm watching the water for juniper fish. It's my favorite. If I see some, I'm gonna go grab my rod real quick. Ever had sailor's stew with chopped up juniper fish? You don't know what you're missing. It's fresh and light like a clear summer day. Course, if you got a boat, there are nice fish out on the open sea. One day I hope I can afford to build one.
Let me guess. By the look of it, you went to take a leak on the beach and a giant wave snuck up on you. Ah, fresh off the boat. Or perhaps I should say fresh out the water. Well, what's important is that you made it. You're not dead. Not yet, at least. Best get used to the monsters, though. Most just call it the slums. But for a lot of us, it's home. Lots of new arrivals lately, and Ravencrest's walls aren't getting any wider. Hence our little village here. Guess you probably lost everything with the ship, huh? We can't afford charity here. But there's work available if you want some coin in your pockets. You'll need it. Technically, it's the Raven Guard's coin, but you could say I'm in charge of allocation. See, as if we don't have it bad enough, there's been a terrible rat problem. Look, just because we're poor doesn't mean we're dirty. This whole situation is the city's fault anyways. Sure, Ravencrest looks majestic from the sea, but what you can't see are the sewers overflowing with vermin. The Raven Guard keeps the city streets clean, but that's only pushed the rats out here where we have no one to defend us. They don't care about the slums. Instead of dealing with the rats, they hired goblins to do their dirty work. The stinking green imps have even taken residence here. The audacity! Yeah, until they return to their natural lying, cheating, thieving ways. Well, no. Not yet, but that's not the point. The issue is they've been here for weeks, and the rat infestation has only gotten worse. Who knows? They might even be working with the rats. Anyway, maybe you can do something about this. They used to just infest our basements, but the vermin have gotten so bold that now they walk our streets openly. That's right. You'll go far here in Ravendawn with those kind of brains. I can't even walk home without getting attacked. Help clear out some rats, and I'll gladly pay you some of this coin the Raven Guard set aside for the matter. Roam the slums and see if you can kill at least 5 rats walking around the streets like they own the place. Makes me sick. killed yourself a few rats, did you? Now you know what we're dealing with, as if poverty wasn't enough. It's not like we enjoy it. Why do you think there's all this coin set aside for whoever can kill them? Hey, not so fast. The real job's dealing with the big ones in our basements getting fat off our precious food. They must be dealt with before the infestation gets even worse. Find a cabin with a ladder leading underground, then kill any rats you find down there. They're head to toe covered in cobwebs. If that's not evidence of clearing out a basement, I don't know what is. I told you the infestation was bad, didn't I? No matter what we try, they just keep coming. I suppose that's all for now. I'm not sure I could afford to pay you much more. The Raven Guard are stingy with silver. They didn't give us very much. Tell you what. Oh, agreed. That's why I always do the right thing, no matter what. Say, remember that other problem I mentioned? Yeah. Would you mind just seeing if you can get them to leave? They're making everyone uneasy. We're just trying to get by. Nothing I've said had any effect. But I'm no fighter. Maybe you could try? That's all I'm asking. Thank you. I only wish I was that brave and strong, but...
Don't go opening the door of my room like that. Are you trying to get me killed? So you break into people's houses looking for treasure. Are you a thief? Beat it, punk.